So when this book launched, it was well in my Harry Potter phase while I was still in high school. I made my aunt stand at the bookstore for hours waiting for the store to open. Like what a lot of people do for games these days. Back then, we actually used to do for Harry Potter books. So yeah, it was well within my Harry Potter phase. It came out just before winter break. I thought that was the best thing ever because I actually spent my entire, hang on, it could have been a summer break. Whatever break it was, the longer breaks, not the spring or autumn one. I remember like I never left the house that holiday, obviously like just for all of the necessary things and maybe like hanging out with friends and family and whatever every now and again, but most of the time, I think at least 90% of my time I spent indoors reading that book back to back. I had all of the other books as well. I had like this Matthew I used to read. Oh my goodness, I miss reading like that. I used to read, hey? I used to read like books. I had like two, you see these storage boxes? I had like two massive ones where they were like stacked up and they had like books and books and books. I wonder where all of those books went. I should find out from my own where all of my books are. I used to read all genres of books. Oh, I used to have books and books and books and books. I think it could be argued that books were my best friends. I was kind of social. I hung out with my cousins a lot. And like every now and again, I would have like sleepovers with friends from school kind of vibe. But most of the time I was either alone, working on stuff on my computer. Well, not my computer, my uncle's computer, which was in my room at the time. That's actually when I started my first YouTube channel. Like I did have friends. We used to hang out on weekends. But yeah, ultimately, books were my best friends. And then if I'm not reading, I'm just like hanging out, listening to music. If I'm not doing that, I'm on the computer. We had the encyclopedia, the whatever encyclopedia, we had that. I used to like playing the games on there, learning about like different cultures, learning about countries, learning about all sorts of different things. I think that's how I actually started enjoying my own company, is because I didn't feel like I was missing anything to be outside. And to be quite honest, when I was outside, I felt like I was more comfortable being in my own space. I think that's where I kind of like solidified that thing where I actually really enjoy my space a lot more. I love hanging out with other people. I love being social, but I have my limits and I do prefer hanging out by myself because I feel like I can entertain myself. I'm not a very high maintenance person when it comes to entertainment. I do enjoy my company even when I do go outside. I actually like just being alone. So, so yeah, that's just who I am, man. Sometimes you can't explain these things, but it's for real. I don't even know what kind of accent that would be.